Edna Howell-Parrish, former radio personality and pioneer, began her radio career at WCXL-FM with her Jazz Kaleidoscope show in Dayton, Ohio. In 1977 and 1979, she began serving at WAVI-AM and WDAO-FM in several positions, including News and Public Affairs Director. Edna was also the editor of the Soul Sophisticator newspaper at WDAO from 1980 to 1986. In 1986, she became News and Public Affairs Director at WCIN-AM in Cincinnati, and then went on to anchor news for a short time at WSAI in Cincinnati. In 1989, Edna was named News Public Affairs Director at WIZF-FM and WDBZ 1230 AM, where she served for 12 years, and hosted a weekday show, Straight Talk Live, in Cincinnati on WIZF. After working for WAKW 93.3 FM, a Christian station in Cincinnati, Edna relocated to Atlanta for her husband's job and was hired as news anchor and public affairs director at V103 FM. Her next move was to Austin, Texas, where she anchored news and traffic for Metro Networks. Edna returned to the Dayton-Cincinnati tri-state after years away from Dayton, returning to care for several family members who were ill.
I've been able to connect with her because everything about her was everything I wanted to be. She has always been the consummate professional. In addition to that, very well respected and definitely not only an icon, but an image maker that I chose to pattern my career after. Watching Edna grow, she has been an amazing lighthouse in so many communities that she chose to work in. She reinvents herself and she tells a story, a great story. Not just an African American story, but an American woman story in media. And I tell you, it's a great story.
Edna has covered heartbreaking news stories locally and major news stories such as the Democratic National Presidential Conventions, the Million Man March in Washington, D.C., and the Million Women March in Philadelphia. She helped raise thousands of dollars for scholarships, as well as created many programs to help in the rehabilitation of men and women in prison. In 2014, the Cincinnati Enquirer newspaper honored Edna in the prestigious gallery of the Next Best Top 40 radio personalities from the last 40 years on Cincinnati radio since 1973. In 1993, Edna was the recipient of the Great Rivers Girl Scout Council's Women of Distinction Award in Cincinnati. Edna Howell-Parrish is truly a broadcast pioneer, and the Dayton Area Broadcasters Hall of Fame is pleased to welcome her into the class of 2022.